why are you even on this video? You already know what to do. Hey, this is Angela Carter with recruit.earnmoney.withangela.com, and you already know what to do. Why are you on this video? I start this video out by saying that because, you know, if you're watching this video, you are looking for some MLM sponsoring tips that could help you sponsor more reps into your MLM business. And I start that video off by saying, why are you on this video? You already know, because chances are, if you have looked at other YouTube videos, or if you're doing some research online about MLM sponsoring, you'll hear a lot of tips about, here's what you need to do, here's what you don't know, here's what you need to know. But a lot of the greatest insights and breakthroughs that will happen in your MLM business that will get you to that next level of where you want to go and get you the results that you want, a lot of those insights come from looking into your own business, looking at your own past experiences, drawing upon your past successes. So that's why I started off this video by saying you already know enough. What I mean by that is you already have knowledge to draw upon to help you get to that next level in your business, and that might be consistently sponsoring people into your business every single day. That might be the result that you're looking for, and you already know enough from your past experiences to get you there. Okay, so let me explain that. Here's the deal. If you, there's two groups of people that I'm talking to in this video, and you might be one of them and you might not be. So let me clarify who this video is for. So if you don't fall into one of these two categories, you can say, oh, not me, and get off the video, right? Because I don't want you to waste your time. I've spent so much time watching YouTube videos and on blog posts trying to search for information, only to waste my time after 5 minutes saying, dang, I didn't really know that, or I already knew that. So here's the two people that I'm addressing in this video. Number one category is people who are in MLM but have not sponsored one single person yet into their business, and they're frustrated. And they're feeling like, man, you know what? I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, and I'm frustrated. It just seems like I can't figure this thing out. Am I really cut out for this? Can I really do this? Do I even want to do this anymore? That's the first category. The second category are the people who who are like me. Excuse me. And people who are like me. People who had sponsored maybe I think about 5 or 6 people. People that sponsored a couple of people. Maybe you've sponsored 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. But it wasn't a lot. And you weren't consistently sponsoring people. And it felt like you would get people in. They really didn't do much. And you just didn't know how to consistently keep that flow up, and you didn't know what you were doing wrong. And you got frustrated because you felt like you believed, you knew that it worked, and you knew that you wanted to work, but it's just that now it's like you get stuck, and you don't know how to consistently keep bringing this flow in, and you don't know what you're doing wrong. That's the second group of people that what group do you fall in? What category do you fall into? So this video is about how do you draw upon your past successes. So let me first talk about the group that have not sponsored a single person. Understand the deal. Understand that this is a business where people join you. People see some sort of value in you where they say, you know what, I am going to work with her or him, depending on what your gender is. I'm going to join her or him in this business, even though there are tens of thousands of other reps in the company, right? I don't know how many reps are in your particular MLM business, but they choose you. So they, for some reason, are attracted to you, and they join you in your business. Well, you need to figure out, number one, if you have not sponsored a single person yet into your MLM business and you want to sponsor someone, you need to say, what makes people attracted to me? You can go from your past experiences. It does not matter if you have not sponsored a single person yet, because I guarantee if you are of working age, if you're at least 16 years old, and from, I think all network marketing you have to be 18, I'm pretty sure you've had a job before, right? And you have had someone give you money in exchange for some value that they thought that they were going to get out of you as a worker, as an employee. You have already successfully sponsored your first person if you've ever worked a job a day in your life. So what you need to figure out is, what was it that they saw in me? What was the circumstances for that environment where someone was willing to give their money to me, pay me weekly or bi-weekly? What was I doing? What was I bringing to the situation? How did I communicate? What did I do? What worked there that I can then apply in my MLM business? It's the same game, same thing, right? And this applies to you too if you have already sponsored somebody. But I'm gonna tell you another source to look into. But I'm addressing the person here who has not sponsored somebody yet. Get confident that you can do it. This is not hokey pokey. I'm just going to wish and keep, doing my affirmations and saying, I can succeed, I can succeed. You've already succeeded. Affirm that. You have already gotten someone to give you money before in the past, right? If you've worked a job. What was it? Here's how I got this revelation of this breakthrough. I remember when I was in law school, and it was going into my second year of law school. I applied for this corporate legal job. I was working with a software company in Austin, Texas. I went to UT Law School, right? And going into my second year, I applied for this job, and I ended up getting the job. I worked directly with the CEO. I did a lot of the contracts for this company, and about, I don't know, I say like 3 weeks into the job, the CEO walks by me and he said, hey, you want to know why I hired you? And I said, yeah. He said, well, I hired you because of your story. Because of, remember when I asked you that question in your interview, what was the most difficult thing you had to overcome? I hired you because of that. And he said, I had somebody, and here, check this out. He said, I already had somebody, there was a guy that had applied for the same position you applied for, who already had his law degree and was already licensed, but I chose you instead. And he said, the reason why I chose you, and I'll probably tell this story in another video, but just the Cliff Note, real brief version of it was, he asked me what was the most difficult thing I had to overcome in my interview. And I said, I'm going through it right now. I said, during my first year of law school, I got extremely sick, and my grades plummeted. I said, my identity has always been, I was the girl who was a great student. I was the top A student. I graduated, salutatorian in my high school class. I graduated with honors from undergrad, and that was my identity. I always said that's where my self-confidence and self-esteem came from, because I would always say, well, I may not be able to sing, I may not be able to dance, I may not be able to do this or do that, but I got school on lock. I know how to do school. But when I got into law school and I got extremely sick and I didn't know what was wrong with me, when I was having symptoms of cancer, right, of colon cancer, and did not know what it was that I was going on, if I had cancer or not, and my grades plummeted. I got C's and D's for the first time in my life. And I said, and I just remember saying, you know what, and realizing that my identity is not based and determined on a letter, on a piece of paper, on a report card. That what my identity was, I'm a hard worker, I'm persistent, I'm determined, and that doesn't magically disappear. Those qualities doesn't magically disappear because I get some letter on a report card. What got that letter on that report card was my hard work and my determination and my perseverance. So that's what I learned, and that's been the most difficult thing that I had to overcome, but I'm overcoming it now. That's how I answered the question, right? So he said, that's why I hired you, because he said you could tell a lot about a person's character by what they've overcome. So I say that story to say this. What I took away from him telling me, because I didn't ask him, I didn't have enough insight or just knowledge to ask somebody, why did you hire me? He just flat out just randomly one day walked by and told me, you know why I hired you? So why do I tell that story? I tell that story because if you are going into this game of MLM, of network marketing, of sales, then figure out, why did someone give me money before in the past? It doesn't have to be in MLM, right? It doesn't have to be in there. Especially for you, if you have not sponsored a single person yet. Ask yourself, why did my employer hire me? Because isn't the same situation true in MLM, that I'm trying to get someone to exchange money in exchange for the value that I can give? The same thing here. For those of you, if it's you that you've sponsored a couple people before and you're like, man, how can I consistently get more people? There's probably two barriers. Number one, you need to ask the people that you've already sponsored, why did you choose me? Get that information. Just get that knowledge that I got from my employer, my previous employer. Ask them, why did you pick me? Why did you, essentially, why did you hire me, right? Why did you join with me? Get access to that, because if they were willing to do it and join you for that reason, guess what? Other people will. The second thing that's blocking you, if you've already sponsored someone or sponsored some people into your business, but you can't get a consistent flow, is that there's some information that you're lacking on scaling and growing your business out. You need to be able to take the money that you've already made in your business. I don't care if it's $50, I don't care if it's $100. You need to know how to scale that, take a percentage of that out to now scale it, meaning to invest it in paid strategies that can make you start getting in front of more and more people. That's the block for you. So here's my recommendation. Number one, your assignment is to figure out, why did people give you money in the past? And then figure out, how can you then take that, what you learned from doing that exercise, and apply it now in your MLM business. Second assignment is, I want you to go to recruit.earnmoneyWithAngela.com. I want you to get plugged into training that's going to teach you how to get out there to more of those people. Once you figure out why people join you and who they were, maybe they had a particular problem. You know, maybe you keep attracting people of a certain gender. Maybe you keep attracting people with the same sort of, you know, goal in life, getting out of debt, staying at home with their kids. Once you get that information, now get plugged into training that's going to teach you how to get out there to more of those people, to reach more of those people. You see what I'm saying? So go to recruit.earnmoneywithangela.com. Do that exercise that I told you first about figuring out why did people join you, why did people give you money in the past. Once you get that insight, again, go to recruit.earnmoneywithangela.com and get plugged into training that's going to teach you how to get in front of more of those people. That, my friend, is how you tap into recruiting and growing your MLM business. Take what you already know and then get access to additional training from people who can take you even further. I hope this video was helpful to you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that it gave you a tremendous amount of value. I want to see you succeed. And just go out and have an awesome and amazing day or evening or night whenever you're watching this video. And thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to serve you. Bye.